Alright, so the mic is hot, so everything's working. Welcome to my summer car, and just in case you're wondering, no, we're not exactly where we were when the last session ended. What's happened? Well, I took the time after the last session was I saved it and left, got up from the desk and the computer and all that, went to go do something and died. And when it dies, it auto-saves, which meant then I already had a death on me, and then I went to try and do something to fix that, and okay, long story short, I've literally restarted and gone from Monday to Sunday, rebuilding the car and getting it back up to this point where the cars are basically done. I've come up here for some more supplies. I just got done being in the store here. I think he's closed now. Yeah, he's closed. So he's over here in the pub, which we've not been to. We could come over here to the pub. No, the pub's closed. It's Sunday. So we'd have to head back home. So that's what we're going to do. I came up with supplies. That fuel. Did I get fuel? No. But we're good this way, so we're going to come over here. Oh, the one thing we are doing, picked up flyers for us to pass around, and it earns us cash by putting them in the mailboxes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these, put them in the van. That way we have something to drink for a little bit. Them in there. And we're going to drive around to some of these mailboxes and stuff flyers. So, for the glow plugs, it's diesel. So that lets you know what's going on. So, oh, is it going to play this game where I unplugged it and now I've got to... Alright, car controls. Throttle. Wait a minute, press the brake. Wait, it works right. Press the clutch in, then press the clutch, that and release, that way it works correctly. Handbrake. No, handbrake we want is that button. Okay. This will leave alone. It's not reading any of the gears. Because I went and did some flying, and when you fly, then I unplugged this so it doesn't mess up with the flying, and then you got to go through this, so I forgot to do that. So lights. Oh, wait a minute. Wipers. Blinker. Alright. Alright. Steer left. Steer right. Alright. Be right back. that was bad. Lovely dog came in and farted. Alright, resume. Steering. Good. Door. Pull the window down. Pull the window down, not up. Okay, let's back into the gas pumps. That would be good. Now, because we're going to go around to the mailboxes, let's go find some mailboxes. There's some boxes. Stop here. Leave it running. Out of gear. Move that. There's one. One for you. One for you. One for you. One for you. Install it. We're still not shut. Shut. I'm assuming those 5 mailboxes do all the way down to this house here. And I've gone out and I've done this type of work. Delivered phone books and delivered mailers and stuff like that, so this is definitely something that I'm familiar with, so we'll do that. We have the van, so we're going to do it as simply as we can. Tari? I'll get his name right. Installed it because I left it in gear. Alright. Oh, sorry. Grab the sheet. View. One for you. One for you. Now, if you've already delivered one to it, it won't let you do it. See, it's got the hand you can put in there, you can't. So, you'll know if you've already done one. You can't do one twice. Done. Alright, so, and this one. Clutch it. Start. Have you driven a clutch before? Yeah. Maybe. And then again, maybe no one will believe that I can drive a clutch. Right. Handbrake off, that would probably help. Much easier with the handbrake off. Yeah, it is. Alright. Alright, so let's turn around this way. Where the mailbox is. It's back towards town, right? Right? Alright. We'll go down that way here in a minute. But let's head back here. So just the that. Alright. Are there any houses back here that we can drop off flyers? Because it's went into the shop there and he had them sitting there and he said, deliver these flyers and I'll pay you. So for each one. So each one's worth something. I don't know if you can only do it once, but we'll find out. Alright. Watching for mailboxes. No mailboxes. Okay, so we could head out of town that way, but that wouldn't be profitable. So we'll do the profitable way. We'll go this way. And mailbox. Alright. So I'm watching the hunger and thirst. We can drink that'll bring some of the hunger down just a smidge, but we're going to zip along quickly, but at the same point, we're going to hit as many of these as we can. Because if it's getting dark, it's getting late. And a mailbox. It's got to be a mailbox there. Mailbox. Alright. Door out. This is where the green car comes running up and smashes into us and kills us, right? They're moving all over the place. I don't want that. I guess we'll put them up front then. Not on the ground. Get paid for on the ground. Paid for in the mailbox. So I have the car completely built. It starts, it runs, has a little bit of fuel in it. So what we're going to do is, no, doesn't have any fuel in it. What I'm going to do is, stop here first. What I'm going to do is, if I can keep a train of thought here, is take the time and come over and get the can of gas, because we can't get it now. And then bring it back so we can put gas in the car so it'll run enough to get over here and get it worked on. Alright. Now, as far as mailboxes, that should be it until we get down here. What is it? Loop, which is where the mechanic is. Armor! Hey, Armor! Okay, you've only said that 12 minutes ago. You could jump in Discord and say hi, too. Oh, mailbox. Yeah, I know. Pathetic, but we're going to get as many of these as we can get. Neutral. Where is... down on the floor. Getting dark, too. This will be the time someone will come driving by and kill us, that's for sure. There was the moose. Did you guys see it? It was there for just a second. Right. Mailbox here somewhere. Alright. Maybe it's getting too late for these. Maybe we'll save that for in the morning. Like daylight hours. Alright. Handbrake is here. Come here. Handbrake. So I just gotta remember that one. If you're driving through here and you don't stop in time for the moose, and that reminds me, I'm driving without the freaking seatbelt on. More here. What did I just do? Did I do the back door? Alright, well, let's just be very careful then. Yeah, be very careful in my summer car not to die. Yeah, that's asking a lot, isn't it? Seriously, you can do it. Yay, I can do it. Alright. So yeah, before I remember, leave the seatbelt on, so in case you run into a moose and you hit it, you don't die. Or worse yet, the moose comes running across and hits you. And you die. extra bonus points for anyone that knows where we're actually at on the map right now. Let's see. If I was still... So we've only missed one mailbox on the way down through there. Get this way. Stop. So we've got the light on the mailboxes. Yeah. Break. Up sheet. Or... There we go. Exit driving mode. Pick up sheet. There's one. There's one. Number 3, and there's one more mailbox here. There. There it is. There's 4. Break. So we'll be coming up here first thing once it's daylight. Oh, we got thirsty shit. Alright. Down. If we stop for another mailbox, make sure we get something to drink. That's why we brought the drinks with us. And there's a car coming at us from the other direction. Or is that the train? Nope, that's the green car. And we don't have the seatbelt on. That definitely would have ended with us dying. Tracks. So we have the Kill You Guys mailbox that we can drop off to, and the Wood Guys mailbox up here too. There's that moose again. Alright, we're going to stop here because I don't want to die of dehydration on the drive back. Okay. Do it this way. Light's still on. There we go. Now we're safer. I still don't know if that'll keep you from dying if you run into something. Fatigue's at least up enough that we can get home. We'll eat something, drink something real quick, and then we'll just go to sleep, get up in the morning, and finish taking care of ourselves first thing, and then we'll take the car, and we'll head over and get the gas first, and then go over in the car. And we got to do that quick enough so that we get there before he closes the shop. So the gas can's sitting over there, so maybe we'll just go over in the boat first thing in the morning. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. We'll go over in the boat, come back with the gas can full, drive over in the car. Then we get the rental car to come back with. Yes, you want to look for them railroad tracks. That's why I restarted everything, was because I got hit by the train also while I was trying to reset everything, and that didn't work. So it was then so far out of place, I said, well, it would make more sense for me to run through and redo the car and get back to this point than it would be to try and backtrack. And now I will make multiple saves, which you can do by way of saving it, then copying the file and putting it somewhere else, or just renaming it in that folder where the save is. That way you have backups so that you can go and re-update it if you're doing something stupid like I was doing, where I'm trying to see what I need to do next and then die and then have it save, and then you're screwed for the stream. So we will do it. I will do it that way from now on. Oh, showing up here should be good with electric and stuff. So all right. The lights turn off. Come on. Oh, we went through that much fuel. All right. Seatbelt out. Here. Release the ignition so that we can see what we're doing. Yeah. Put those right there. So I did everything that we'd done. I took the wood and all that. The one trip. Went to Grandma's the one trip. Now she's still going to be wanting the sugar and milk trip, which I have not done yet, so. Alright, and you save the game, it literally shuts all the doors. Yeah, we have no jobs, nowhere to go yet, so that's fine. Wait a minute, before we... Let's come in here, let's grab sausage. I'll get something to drink. Yeah, it's 3 in the morning. Anyone think that we're going to sleep until, like, say, noon? Light off. Light off. Sleep. Oh, fall asleep this late. One thing that we shouldn't have to worry about. Getting a call in the middle of the night to go pick up drunk guy. Killed you guy. Whatever we want to call him. 10 o'clock. Well, that's earlier than what I thought we were going to be. Alright, so we still have a dirtiness issue and a stress issue. We'll take care of dirtiness. Stress, we should be okay for a while. That should be ready to go, but okay, interesting little thing that I found. If you hover over it and just grab it and drink it instead of picking it up and then drinking it, it leaves it where you picked up to drink from. So, alright, it'd be nice if we could stay and have the wood guy call back up again, but technically I just delivered that Saturday, and then Grandma should be calling, so maybe that will happen when we get back. Van is definitely gone, which also means it's not going to be over here. Fine in that regard because we're planning on taking the car over to be worked on. So let's jump in the boat and head over. On the road to the boat. I guess we could get a bag of items while we're there. All bag. But do we anticipate a preemptive strike and get some sugar, milk, and sausage? Or is that going to be random and we don't know what she's going to want? Should be okay, but let's check the fuel anyways. That would not be good to run out of fuel. We're yet halfway there. Oh, we would have been good. Alright. It's still got some in it, so that's good. Back on. Driving mode. First. Now, I'm not proclaiming this be a complete how-to on doing this, other than the fact we are using the most update version we've started it from, so it might be a reference, not a how-to. With the car being put together, I put the car together actually quicker than what I had any other time, and that was with just the wrenches. It's not even with the sockets set. By putting it together in a little bit more logical direction, to make sure that wasn't trying to hide behind stuff like the stuff that's on the firewall, the brake cylinder, master cylinders, and the brake lines. I put that stuff in before I even put the engine in. Made it easier to make sure all that was tightened down. Some of the electrical is I went along, like the trunk. I put the trunk all together, the lights, the trunk, the boot lid, the fuel tank underneath it and all that. I put all that together and then did the wiring in the back. And then that whole portion was done. Then I did like the framework and such. I was able to technically drive it, and I hadn't even left it to go get the wheels yet, so. I did have an interesting thought from putting together a couple of other people that play this regularly, that might be a good idea to try and go get the car right away. Which is something that we can still go do. Because that car, you can't beat it up, you can't fix it up either. So it would be fine for just running around, and it would always be there for you. Your uncle doesn't take it away. It's something that you've found and gotten. I do believe it's over there at the Pigman's house that Grandma warned us about with the gambling. Which is, I think, no, way back over that way. I do have some cigarettes, so if the stress level gets too high, we can have a cigarette, but I'm trying not to do it. I'm not condoning the smoking. Smoking's bad for you, kids. As BP used to say, don't do it. Smoking's bad for you. Let me go have a cigarette. I don't smoke, but everyone in my family's always smoked, so I don't condone it, but I know people do it, so. And I know that a third of them actually do it literally just to try and help them calm down and deal with stress. So occasionally using the cigarette in the game for the stress is fine. I try and do it with the saunas though. What is that building? Is that something I didn't notice, the way it was built there? Why don't I recognize that building way back there? Alright. So let's run up here and get the fuel, gasoline. Because I hadn't gotten that before the shop closed. That's why it's not full right now. And then the benefit is we've put all those flyers in those mailboxes already. We should be able to get some cash from them for doing that part. Yeah, you I don't like. In the testing I did, I ended up without a vehicle because I came over here, got too close to you, and at least you are still around. Has been in since he got the computer or something. Oh, okay. Who's this pussy ass idiot? Oh, if I didn't want to not die at the moment, because I'd have to walk back with this fuel can. Be all over your leg. Wait a minute. So let's fill this thing up. So we have our order in. We have delivering the flyers, and we have the fuel. So let's put that. Let's pay for that. Those are gauges and stuff for the car, I do believe. Think? We'll try and make this quick. We'll go and we'll pick it up with the rental car from the mechanic. Let's not be deviated from what we need to get done. We made 525. How many flyers did we drop off? There's 4, 6, 2, worth the 1, that's 16. 2 others at 18. Oh, I wasn't counting. Alright, driving mode. Back over the house. Alright. Now, with going and getting the the car from Pigman, I don't know what else to call him. Because everyone already specifically has names, but so if we go and get that car, then we could have that for drive around, but we're still going to have to put fuel and stuff in it. But at least it would be available a lot easier. Just trying to think, we could go over with the boat, but then the boat would be left there. Go over in the scooter, but then we still have to get rid of the wasps that are in it, and you can kill off the wasps by either spray, meaning the fire extinguisher spray, or water for sure. I know those two will do it, but you have to be skilled at aiming and to hit the wasp with the fire extinguisher. It is a bit of a drive for the tractor. That we could go over in it and push the car in with that and pull it back out. I don't know if we could do it with the car or the van. The van probably could. We do know where there is the one car that we can take to the mechanic. We can get that, take it over to the mechanic, and on the way back stop it and see if we can't get that car. That's an idea. Trying to come up with ideas of how to get the car from Pig Guy's place and get back with it. Especially if we're going to take our car over to be fixed up so that then it will pass inspection, which I do have the triangle in the trunk and the jack in the trunk. So it should be ready for inspection, other than tune up, and maybe an alignment. We'll see how much some of that stuff costs before, because we got the $1,500 that we have for the order, which I'm pretty sure that's just gauges and the socket set. Then we need to it's just learning the roads. Which way do we want to go, so that we learn the roads as we go along, so that we know where we're going, have an idea, especially when it comes to rally time. Alright. Nope. Off. go feel up the car. Grab a snack, maybe a juice, and something to wash down knock down the thirst, and then we will have to have a smoke because I'm not going to try and do the sauna right now. Save that for towards the end of the day. This should be full. Right, open the door. Really? Out goes. Alright. Take your bets. Grandma? Ball guy? The post is in. The post order has arrived. You can pick it up from the store. We were just there and saw it. Thank you very much. Right, let's do the correct order. Buttons so that we... There we go. Now, I want to just dump it all in and fill it up. We might as well. Or, no, let's save this for that other car, because we have plenty in here now. Hoping we have plenty in there now. Alright, so... Door. This I want to put back at the shop, so when we go over there and buy stuff, at least we have some there. Open. See, jack and triangle. That's charging. That should be all the way charged. That's all the way charged. Open the door. The old one's in there. I don't think the old one will start it. Eight. That's why I have the new one on the charger, because the old one won't start it. I'll pick that up. Alright. I will try and charge this, I guess, but... I don't think it will. I'm just thinking about it. We'll plug it in. Which will add to the electric bill. Alright. All clear. Right. In the door. Handbrake's off. Come on. Oh, is it so out of adjustment we're not going to be able to drive it? Come on. Alright, let's just finish backing up on out of here. Just so that we can... Alright. Brake. Why did I just pull the handbrake out? That's not good. Okay, oops. Alright, I guess first thing. One. Oh, why? Okay. Why is it acting like that's gonna come off of there? It's not. Alright. But that is... handbrake down here somewhere. Oh gosh, thirst and stress. Alright. Alright. Well, time-wise, where are we at? 4 o'clock. I don't see how we're going to get this over there in time. Especially if it's not starting at the moment. I mean, the handbrake not being in there, that's one thing, but... wrench too. I'm telling you that it is something. That's a piston head. Well, no, I'm not saying. I am saying. There. Seriously, we had this literally ready to go, and now we have a piston laying on the floor. And I attached them all. So now we're going to go see if we can piston 2. 2's supposed to be in there. Means we have to take all this apart. Okay. We're gonna go get that other car. We need to get fuel for it. We'll take the tractor. See if we can't do this quick enough that maybe we can get to maybe. Well, thank you for following there. I'm going to get that all wrong. Thank you for following. Appreciate it. Need food. I want a package of food. Go with us, and that we want the gas. We've got fuel in the tractor. Got the screwdriver in hand. And want something to drink with us. I did it again. I saw it, so I just clicked on it with F key, which only means you leave it there, but somehow you drink it. take the frickin' case of beer in the car. Come on. Alright, up and in. Be quicker if we had the frickin' van, but haven't. Brakes on? No, it's not. And with us gone, that means Grandma can't call and ask for supplies at the store. Help out with a little bit of cash, but off we go. Let's see here. Without knocking my actual drink off. This is where I wreck into something and kill myself. Alright, that was... Wow, Leanna Hampf. I do appreciate it. I'm not sure if that's even said closely correctly. But I do appreciate the follow there. Now I can see out the back, so I could see if the train's coming. So I'm thinking of going down along the railroad tracks. Dude walking around in the trees again. Why is it? It sounds like the train's right there. Yeah, it is right there. I almost turned right into it. Alright, well, we know where the train is. Train's right there. I like the fact that he has the trees along the side there so it's difficult to see. I like the fact that if you get too far over there, you're stuck. I like the fact that if you clip it, it kills you, because, I mean, trains are as they are, that you don't want to mess with them, so. That was close. But now we should have a nice peaceful drive down through here. don't know with dealing with these wasps in this car is the reason. Okay, backtrack. I'm getting the car now so that I don't have to rely on the van to go get stuff. Because evidently now I'm going to have to go get parts, and now I'm going to have to go deliver Killju, and I'm going to have to go see Grandma and do the errands for her so that I have the cash. I'm going to have to deliver the flyers. I got to have enough kilometers on a vehicle that I can start doing the sewage jobs. Because I guess that's the thing now. So it's either the van or the car. And if I gotta have the car's not running, we just do a piston. We need pistons now. I'm no expert, but I'm thinking that's not going to be cheap. Oh, and as we go this way, we're watching out for the green car. Let's see if we missed any of the mailboxes, so that we can plan on coming back and hitting them. We've got the one up at the corner that I know we missed. We have the log guy and the Killju guy. Now, I don't know if they actually have names, but we gotta give them names. I can't keep just going the Killju guy, that, and the pig guy, or whatever. They gotta have actual names. I know there's Flatari and... Now, is Flatari the mechanic or is Flatari the restaurant or the shop guy? Can't remember. But I know one thing, this is not going quick enough for me to get to the shop very quickly with fuel. We should have been dropping the car off by this point here. We're delivered to those 4 mailboxes. Now the big paved road's not going to have any mailboxes, right? I don't think so. The haunted house doesn't. I wonder if we deliver to all of the mailboxes the flyers one trip, do then the flyers disappear, and then is there new flyers for next week? Do you keep the same flyers and you can do them next week? Yep. Down the hill. It's actually sort of nice and quiet around here. Say that green car comes around and kills us. Actually up one of these hills. I'm looking over to see what's back there, and I'm driving off the side of the road. That's a good way to kill yourself there. Yep. Now I know on Saturday night we could come over here and fight with the guy and get his watch. Or he can knock you out and then you have to find a way to get back over here and try to pick up your stuff and do it again next week. Or is it a one-time thing? Or is it with getting knocked out, does it autosave at that point? I don't think it does. I think it only autosave sort of when you die. I'm not watching behind us as much. Oh, and Grandma said that's not anyone other than that's our cousin. I think this is where we want to turn. I do believe so. Yep, there's a load of wood sitting there. Save point, burnt down house. Yep, there's this. Alright, while we sit here and ponder this for 30 seconds, I need to do a quick jump up and run thing. I will be right back. Alright, so guess we could try. I don't want to die, so let's try because I was thinking of jumping up there and pushing on the car. Let's not do that. Come on. That would help. Alright. I don't want to deal with the wasp. I'm shutting the door for sure. Bad enough we got a fly in here. I can break. Which of these trees are collidable? That one is. He's sitting in there. Now let's not put the tractor in there because that would be bad. Yeah, might already be bad. Yeah, that could be bad. Come on, open the door. Alright, now. This is where we run here in a minute because this is the wasp nest. Hope that didn't piss him off. Alright. If that's done, don't need that. come. Right, doors. There it is. Oh, seriously, this would be the bad way of removing stuff because now the engine's got all that water in it, right? Alright. So that's everything that we've brought with us. As far as food and stuff. Our house is like right over there, alright. And start this now. This is where we die. That frickin' fly made me just jump like that was it. I've got to have the screwdriver out to start. Come on. It's definitely quicker than the tractor. Oh, and I'm going this quick where the green car can come by and I've got a seatbelt. Does this thing even have a seatbelt? Thinking through my head here. If you need because we need to be able to start doing some of the sewage jobs. Those are things to help with the cache. So to do those, we need to be putting miles on either the car or the van. I just saw the van. There's the van. We could steal and take the van for the rest of the night. Then this car would be out here. But at least it would be somewhere where we could get to the boat and get over here. And then the boat's left. I stalled it. Darn it. No, I don't see a seatbelt, so there's the negative for this. You can hit anything and probably be dead in a second. They're closed. Our post isn't in there. Or tall friends. Okay. What is up with you, dude? Oh, it's Uncle. Well, at least we found out where he's at. Can't pick him up. Alright. We hit Uncle while he's sleeping. Alright, so you can get coffee. What would... anything, we need to... well, a little bit of tea. Let's get the coffee. Thank you. Oh, we're going to jump in the car. Can we? We can't fill it either because it's, yeah, after hours. So. Regards, I wish we could sort of get a ride back down to just that point. Then we have to wait for the green car. The bus won't go that way. A little further down? Okay. What the heck? We have about 1/8 of a tank there. All right. trying to look to make sure everything's safe, and what do? I'll drive off into the telephone pole. Wipers, but there's no radio. Alright. Now we can come right up here and go down the dirt road, which would be shorter. Or we could go faster, go around the paved road. And what? If we go around the paved road, less chance of us dying from running into the green car. That sounds pleasing to me. And we're going as fast as we can, which is 108. And that is kilometers, so what is that, roughly 50, 55 miles an hour? Alright, so I think when we get back we'll turn on the sauna right away. Something to drink, put our stuff away, grab a quick shower. We've got the car. Might have enough fuel to get back down to town. We're catching up to traffic, and there's cars coming at us. I like the sky. In this old car, hey, there we go. In this old car, we've caught up to the new modern car there. Oh, we could pass them, but I think we're turning up here. Yeah, it's right here. All right. Oh, no, we turned too early. Ah, that's not good. Come on, there it is. thinking here now. Them pistons are not. The one's definitely bad. So I assume we take all 4 pistons and have them replaced. Yeah, kill yourself. Nope. Here's the other thing. If we have a drunk guy call us up, we can go get him. Not tonight because we're so low on fuel, but we could. We're going to be almost out by the time we get back here. It's running out right now. Yep. Out of gas. And we're completely in the dark. Oh, this is a death moment. Death moment here coming. I don't even know. I got out of the car. I don't even know where the car is. There's the car. Road, I think, is down that way. Road is this way, I think. When we find the water, we've gone too far, right? Do we cheat? Graphics. Will the view that head pop? Nope, we can't change the gamma that way. And now we've walked far enough from the car. We're not going to be able to. I'm confused. Direction we were. To be honest, I don't know if that's the right direction. Trying to think. I see a little bit of a tall thing there. Is that the tower? Power over that way. This way. It's no longer Monday, it's Tuesday, so it's after midnight. It looks like it's a big rock. Okay, so East Lake, I think, right? Or is it right? We end up dying out here, that's fine. I'm not going to sweat this one because what's happening. But it literally, the car ran out of fuel. And like the rear end locked up and it slid off the side. We knew it was running out. You could hear it, it was running out. I'm trying to see if there... Wait a minute, I just saw it. There's the radio tower. That's the direction we gotta go because I'm gonna have to drive this way. We're headed away from the house. That's great. All right. Who knows how long of a walk this is going to be. Well, the good news is we could end up walking past the car and we can get something to drink. That won't help the fatigue. If we run, that'll increase how quickly we get thirsty. Means the quicker we die of dehydration. Our best likelihood of being able to see where we're going and end up out of this is we just keep moving slowly and the time goes by quick enough that the sun comes up and we can see where we're headed. Then maybe we could hurry to finish point. Finish point. Aha! Made a joke. Oh, I see a light. Alright, so we're still headed this way. We want to keep moving, either find the road in the house so we can see that for sure, which in this dark we're not going to. And in sort of the direction of north with the tower, which we've been doing, come along the coastline, and then we can follow along to see the path from the pier up to the house. The worst part of all this was we started in the wrong direction. That red sky in the morning, sailor take warning. Do we have red sky coming up, which means storms? Is what we want. Storms. We're out here, we're about to make it, and then we get struck by lightning. Well, it'd be nice if we could come over here and get a drink. I think this is the right way. Oh, pretty good with which direction's which. Now we're sort of heading away from the tower. Makes me think almost that we should be headed that direction. So did we need to be headed that way. Corner here a little bit. See that light over there? Hey, there's a light. This is all sorts of weird wound up because it's going to take forever for me to get to the point where I dehydrate and die. It's this mesh here that, can't go through that. So fatigue, dirtiness. Almost need to be at a point where I fall over asleep, but it's not going to happen either. At the house right there. Are we going to barely make it? That's the house. If we fall over dead at this point, I'm going to be so ticked. Light switch. Light switch. I don't care. He is bad. I'll go to bed. We made it in. Step 1. See where we wrecked. See how close we was to the house. We know where the van was. Van was up at the test center, so. Alright, well that's not too bad. That's how we got turned around, because the car was turned around. Alright, so can we come over here? Can we carry? Why is this like such a bad idea? It's the boat's back at the pier, right? So we can at least get a can of gas. Oh crap. Alright. Alright, I'm going to jump off this and we're going to stand right here for a minute. And I've got storms coming through and I got to shut a window. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. What were two things we didn't do? See what time it was. Take care of our thirst and hunger. I'll do this just because I don't have time for the sauna. What time is it? Well, in the afternoon. Alright. The kill you's done. Oh, we just need to get fuel in the car. We need to get enough fuel in the car that let's take the can, go over. By the time we get the fuel and get back, we're might have to just tear apart the car and so that we can get to the pistons, replace the pistons. And at least we didn't use up all the fuel into the car. Our build project car. when we're putting fuel in there, or we'd be really up a creek. We wouldn't have made it back this far. Let's see. Take the boat over. Take the boat over, get fuel. Take the boat and go to where the tractor is and drive the tractor back. Leave the boat there. Then we can take the car with the little scooter over to that point. But yeah. No. Let's just come back with the boat and the fuel. We can go over with the scooter. Go over with just the car or the van. There we go. Just go over with the van. Pick up the tractor. Come back with the tractor. Let Uncle find the van. That sounds like the most promising way of doing that. The only thing is, the tractor's got to sit there, and so does the wagon, until we can get the van to go over there. So I think when we get up here, we'll take the gas can, fill it up, see if the van's there. If the van's there, that's a rough way of doing it, because then the boat's up here by itself. If the van's up here, though, no, that doesn't work either. Just gotta wait for the van to be at home, because I was going to grab the van from here and get the tractor and then go, but then we've left the boat here. So that's not what we want to do. We need the tractor to move the wagon so we can load it so that we have it ready for wood, which, as long as we're there long enough, whoever we name the wood dude will give us a call. But there's no answer machine, so he won't give us a call and leave a message for us to do it. We got to be there. And if that's the case and it's a mileage thing on the van, I say we go the long way all the way around to pick up the tractor. Or maybe we can see him out over here. I don't know. I gotta investigate. We gotta try and figure out how we get the sewage vehicle. It definitely involves seeing the uncle again. Now that Grandma's told us that he has that, maybe the next time we can see him, we should talk to him and see if he gives us the van or the keys for the truck. Alright, let's run up here with the fuel. Get the gasoline. Look over and see if his van's still there. At least then we know where the van is. Oh, it's these two guys again. Van's over there. Yes? Yes. Maybe we'll grab the van and just come back, and then we can drop off the van later. You know, the full can will get us plenty of fuel to get from where the car is now to here to fill it. It's just getting here before they close yet today. The only way that's even close to possible is if we grab the van. If we need anything. Well, you don't need the van, do we? We have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of those. That's all in container. To do that, yeah. I set all this here. Let's go get van. We'll throw all the stuff in the van. Run back with it. We might be able to come up with the car quick enough. Fuel it up. If we come back with the car quick enough, we can fill it up. We'll look and see what time it is when we get back. If it's not even close to being quick enough, then we'll just take our time with a couple of the fuel. Really? Didn't leave much fuel in it. Diesel though. Have enough. We have some, but let's throw some in. Oh, let's make it about half full. That should get us there and back. At least in this. Oh gosh, sorry. Any of those listening on headphones? Alright, Make him pay. Oh, yeah, we definitely ordered parts, so let's see here. And the station he's listening to. Alright, let's make this quick. Nothing in this game is quick, it's all slow and grindy. What am I talking about? We're going the shortest way there, we're not going to do quick. Whoa, there's the frickin' moose. There's two moose. I think this car ran over the two moose. If that's the case, it's a really strong car. That, or he did the same thing I did. He said, "Oh crap, there's the moose," and jumped out of the way. Oh, no, we're not going to worry about how quick we're going. We would have made it home if we'd just gone the short way last night, but this way slightly shorter distance. We probably would have had enough fuel to get there. So let's see here. Discussed all that. Just need to get back so we can do the next step, which is find out what time and then unload the van, put our parts on the car that we have, and then start removing the ones that we need to remove. The sort of good thing would be we don't have to tear apart the electric then. Have to pull the engine out. Once the engine's out, we can tear it apart. I'm half wondering if we just don't take a few parts and that look bad and take them all over to the mechanics. Make everyone sick by sort of dancing to the music while sitting in the driver's seat. None of you have not done that before? Well, seeing how we've dodging the bus or that way, we'll cheat now. Train does not whistle going down the street, down the crossings, by the way. I didn't hear one. Alright, I'm right now 80-90% sure we won't get back to add fuel to the car, so I'm thinking we'll fill up the car now, we'll take everything up to the garage, throw it out at the garage, take the can with us back, and go past, no, because it'll be too late even then for the fuel, so that's why we're saying that. Just fill this thing up. Alright, stop sometime. Gonna stop. Alright, out we go. What do we need? We need the fuel can. Send them back. That's good. We never shut that. I wonder if that's why it used up so much fuel. It surprised me. Alright. Pull can in. Oh, that will definitely get us where we need to go. I wonder. Okay, first on. At the door. Hook. Reach this far. Oh, hook. Shut that. Shut that. Okay.
Kaikki muukin kuulijat teille tiedoksi, että tämmöisiä puheluita ei tänne kaivata, vaan yksityisjutut, niin jättäkääpä ne muualle. Voitte itse soitella keskenään kavereille ja jutella sillä puheissa, mutta tänne teille. No niin, mutta meillä onkin jo seuraava soittaja.
Come on, shut the door.
Voi olla tämmöisiä makuasioitakin.
Alright, it's coming along. Alright. Okay, we won't look at those physics in the mirror. Yep, hit the telephone pole. The last time it crossed on the other side of the telephone pole. Where the heck are you going? Alright, bad idea.
Niin. Ja sen puhelimella voit käydä viemään mun postilaatikkoon huomiseksi. Mitä minä teen näin on?
Alkaa kyllä riittää jo tämä puskarotio tältä kerralta, että eiköhän nyt sitten lähtee toi Jorma kumppaneitten kappale soimaan sitä sitten jatketaan sitten sen jälkeen muun ohjelman parissa.
So everything in this game is literally rev the engine all the way and ride the clutch until it moves. In here. And there. This we know what it is, so we'll drop that there. Not charging at all. Alright. Alright, we'll leave it on site because it's empty. Well, I think we have enough sugar for right now. Alright, what's next? Start working on that. What time it is? I want to sort of get the tractor back before dark. Bring the car up. That way the car is here. Yeah. The car. Bring it back up. Shouldn't have a phone bill. It's a week I get. Oh. Phone bill again? $203. Alright, fine. Wonder if that's why that wasn't charging. Oh well, it's in the trash. Just get rid of it. If anything, we'll pick up a new one. But what have we learned so far? So far, everything that's used is broken some way. Yeah, brakes are like nothing. Seriously. Alright. So we have a vehicle. We've got a car. Done. We have the boat down there. It has some fuel. We could use some more in it. We have the little scooter. It's down there. It needs to come back up here. We have fuel for it. We have fuel for this thing sitting there when we get a chance to use it. That needs fixed. And Uncle's not here and we haven't heard the phone ring, so we're going to call it right there. I will be back at another point. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in comments on the YouTube, or just throw comments up there. I don't know what's going on. I appreciate Armor saying hi, and I appreciate the follow from. It was hard to say the first time, and I'm going to try and look it up again. Lana Amphit. Reading it as it says it, that's what I'm getting, but thanks for that. Check me out again later. I'll be here. I'm going to go in here and save this as we sign off here. Come on, phone ring while I'm... Yeah, of course. Oh, wait, that's not quite what I want. There we go. So, thanks for stopping out.